Hello, hello. Welcome to the Dragon's Cave and welcome to this Pick a Pile Tarot reading for the year 2026. This is a channeled message from Spirit about what is coming for you in 2026. It's a collective reading, so please use your own discernment, take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind. And so how this works. I'm using the front camera, so there could be some mirror effect, but this is pile 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have tiger's eye for the number 1, opal for the 2, and rose quartz for the 3rd. So these are going to be, of course, 3 different readings, and I would invite you to pick intuitively the one that is calling to you. So it's going to be about the major themes and topics that are coming for you in the new year. So I would say that only one is going to, well, let's say more likely only one is going to call to you. So take your time. If you need to pause the video, take a deep breath, let your intuition guide you. Okay, and once you pick the pile that you want, you can skip to the relevant message. But I also want to say before going into this that when I was tuning into this energy for the new year, I received 2 different themes. One of expansion with some discovery, something new, but also a sort of really freedom and opening. On the other side, I also felt refinement. I felt and I heard the word refinement. So from February, we're going to have the year of the fire horse. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be fiery, and the horse is really speaking to me in terms of freedom. So expansion, freedom, but also we have fire. So there could be some refinement. I wouldn't expect this to be extremely easy as a year, but for sure very, very interesting. And I think it's going to push us to become the next version of ourselves. So I'm sure it's going to be for the best. So hopefully you picked your pile, and we're going to begin with the reading number 1. So this is the reading for the pile number 1, and let's see what the message is. What's coming in 2026 for this collective? Wow, okay. This really jumped. Okay. I think it's it. No, we have another one. This one, I don't know. Wow, okay. The Holy Mountain, yes, okay, amazing. So we begin with Be the Mountain, slow and steady foundations, patience. Then we have obstacle, find another road, flexibility and change. We have also singing stones and transmit your vibration, use your voice. Love this. The gateway and the road is clear. Wow, this is amazing. It's nice to begin with this reading. Okay. So we're going to pull other cards further on, but let's in the meantime, let's begin with these ones. We have Be the Mountain. So the mountain for me is always a symbol of ascension, refinement, and the spiritual path, the spiritual climb that is going to refine us and to lead us further on, into our journey in the embodiment of our higher self or soul or whatever you want to call it, because different people have different terms for that. But basically it's going to refine us and to bring us out of our ego so that we can embody more and more who we truly are, beyond the masks, beyond what society or family expectations told us to be. And this is really the path of the spiritual path, the spiritual climb, the refinement, where we probably during 2025 was the year of the snake, and it will still be until February, but I feel like the most is gone, and it was the year of shedding, of releasing, and it was for sure a difficult year for many of us, but this was needed. shedding and releasing is a very important phase. It's a very important aspect, because we need to let go of the old so that we can embody and welcome the new. And basically, if you have your hands full of things, you cannot accept and take what is new and what is being offered. So it was for sure a very important and necessary moment in our own lives. But now we are going to, or well, with 2026, we're going to move forward and to start this new embodiment. I don't know why I'm really called to embodiment. I don't usually use this word. It's really coming through. So it's very interesting. It's not only learning about or expanding in a sense of new knowledge and wisdom, is really an embodiment. Um, yeah, okay. We also have slow and steady foundations patience. It's really what is leading us not only in a higher self or forward in our own spiritual path, but it's also very grounded. And when you are able to be really grounded here and now in the present moment, but also embodying, bringing into physical form this soul level of wisdom and self, this higher self, it's really where when the magic happen, when you are able to not only feel like, oh yes, the higher self, it's amazing, but you are it, you are that version of yourself. This is really important. um, we also have obstacle, find another road, the flexibility and change. And that's really interesting, because this is telling me that we may find a new road, a new path that maybe before we were not seeing, we were not expecting. It was not exactly what we or our ego mind wanted, but it's going to be aligned much more with your soul and higher self than with your ego. And that's why you need flexibility, because this is a change this year, this 2026 for you. I think that for most of us, but specifically for you, if you pick this pile, it's going to be about finding the new path, the path that is in alignment with who you truly are. So flexibility is needed, because this is going to lead to transformation. We want freedom, we want all that we want, all our manifestations, but when it comes to change and the transformation that leads us to be ready and to step into this manifestation, we're often like, oh my God, transformation, it's hard and we're afraid. But it is going to be really for you and for your best. So trust the path that is showing up for you. You don't need to know all the road. You don't need to know the end result. You don't need to know the outcome, the final outcome. You need to trust the process and take one step at a time, and trust that one step will lead to the other, even if you don't see it yet. I hope it makes sense what I'm trying to say. Um, there could be this element of surprise where a new path, a new road, a new whatever, right? It could be job opportunity, could be relation, whatever. I feel like for many of you, it's going to be related to really yourself more than outer things, more related to your soul purpose, to maybe spiritual path, maybe what you are called to create in this world, maybe how you are called to express your spiritual gifts. It's going to be different, but this is kind of the main energy that I feel. Okay, so we have the singing stones, transmit your vibration. Okay, exactly what I was saying. Transmit your vibration, use your voice. How are you called to express your gifts? How are you called to express and bring to the world your specific unique message? Again, this is the message or the gifts that come from soul, not from the ego mind. And this is really important, because also this light it's reminding me of alignment, and we have it here, here, here. This is really the spirit that comes through. So how are you called to embody once again spirit? How are you called to embody your higher self? How are you called to express it? This year is going to be huge for you because it's really going to get clarity on your soul gifts, your soul purpose. And I'm drawn back to the horse. The horse is freedom. So this is amazing because you can really be free and feel freedom only once you are really into yourself. Again, without masks, without conditioning, without expectations, just your true self. And all the shedding was really important because of this, because now you are free, or you are going to build the foundations for your freedom, and your freedom is going to be aligned with your soul and with your specific unique gifts and message that you're called to well, let's say your soul purpose, right? What you're here to do. And we have the gateway, open doors, opportunities, right timing. I mean, this is amazing. So the woman here is really moving forward into this stairs. So we have this idea of the spiritual climb, of the ascension process. But the interesting thing is that she's not. She's basically, yeah. So she is crossing the threshold. So we have a threshold. We have a new beginning. We have a new road, a new path, as I already said, that is opening us to something that we possibly were not expecting. This is absolutely aligned with your soul and your best, highest and best. Um, but an interesting thing that, of course, this is the ancient stone deck, so it's what I would expect. But we have the ancient stones, we have the stone circle. This is really talking to me about ancestors, about ancient wisdom. Yeah, I'm also called to the spiral, that is actually a fossil. So there could be something that we find about ourselves that is actually very, very ancient. Could also be our, okay, our root is coming through, but this feels like the soul root, the root of your, yeah, of your soul. How can I express that? How can I be clear on this? What I'm the core message, the core wisdom, the core of who you are at the soul level, your soul essence. This is powerful, guys. And we have the road is clear. So if you notice, we begin with the ascension process, the embodiment of the higher self. We have obstacle that is not really an obstacle, right? Is a redirection. Redirection that is bringing you and aligning you with your true soul, true gifts, and soul purpose. We have the gateways. So you are going to, during 2026, you are going to step into this new role for yourself, into these new gifts and new embodiment. The threshold is leading you to understand and own and really uncover the root of your own soul, your soul essence, and therefore even more it's going to reinforce the message or gifts or whatever it is that you are going to express and to give the world with, bringing your own wisdom, your own message, your own soul to the world. And we end this with the road is clear. And at the bottom, we have the Holy Mountain, Soul Calling, Sacred Journey, Pilgrimage. Okay, I didn't even read this. Okay, I love this. This is really a soul calling. This is the year where you're going basically to find more and more and more about your soul. So this is very deep. It's very deep. I love this. You're going to have to really take important steps during this year that are going to align you more and more with your soul purpose, your soul calling, your the purpose that you are meant to, yeah, that you came here for, basically, in this lifetime. And you are also assured that the road is clear and you know what to do, walk it your way. So this is going to happen during the year. So it's not something that is going to probably happen in January, right? It's going to happen during the year. So It's really a path that is opening for you, that is going to lead you to change and transform, not really your life, that it will be something that will be the consequence, but it's going to transform you, really, the identity that you have, the way you perceive things, the way you move into this world. And that's probably why I was really called to say embodiment, especially at the beginning. And so we end the reading with the bottom card that is Holy Mountain, Soul Calling, Sacred Journey, Pilgrimage. But if you notice, we begin and end with the mountain. Again, the mountain is really talking to me about the spiritual climb and ascension. And at the end, she opens her arms and she welcomes this. That to me is really talking now, standing out in terms of higher self and spirit. So here it seems like she's calling it, and here she's kind of having a one-to-one meeting with the higher self and opening herself to embody it fully. This is powerful. My God, it's really powerful. Okay, I don't even know if I want to pull some other cards. Yeah, this one. Let's say. Oh, sorry. Openness. We have the moon, and oh, okay, we have the constellations, the star systems. Interesting. It feels like you're going through this process, as I was saying, knowing more about your soul calling. This may be related to really the design. So we all have a specific design that you can, if you are into astrology, you can look at that with astrology. If you are into human design, that's another way. But it feels like you're going to, kind of to know more about your inner world, because the moon is the inner world, is the intuition, is the inner aspects of ourselves and our emotions. But this is going to give you really a roadmap of who you are with this. Yeah, that's amazing. The design of who you are. Oh, okay. Okay, and we have wisdom at the bottom. Okay, love this. Forgiveness. Let's see. Gateway. Again, gateway. Security and truth. Amazing. Okay, so we have forgiveness. And if you notice, this, I don't know, I guess woman is reaching out to the moon. So we have this topic of the moon. And the moon represents to me, yes, it's intuition, but what is intuition? Intuition is a deeper wisdom, a wisdom that comes from soul. And you're going to reach out for this. You're going to find it. This may bring forward some forgiveness of aspects of ourselves, for example, with shadow work or something like that, the reintegration of aspects of ourselves, or maybe even other people. Now, with the embodying this higher and deeper wisdom, we're able to, for example, forgive other people. What is really striking to me, and this card, what this card is saying me, is really the reaching out for this aspect of ourselves that probably was hidden, and deep inside, right? This intuition, this working with I'm even called to say feminine energy, not because this is gender specific or anything like that. When I say feminine, I'm called to the higher priestess of the tarot, the high priestess, because it's wisdom that is received. It's not something that you go out of yourself to look for. It's something that is deep inside of yourself. It feels like, again, with all this that I was already saying, there is a deeper wisdom that has always been inside of you, but you were not able to access it before. And now you are, or you will be during the year. This is beautiful, because this is a deeper truth. This is the truth, once again, that is about your soul and your purpose here. This is probably going to take some things that, let's say, shed something or bring something that is not aligned, and to allow it to fall away. And that's okay. That's good. because you are stepping into new level of security. So with the fire, again, I'm called to the idea of refinement. But if you notice, there is a cave with this idea of security and being grounded, but at the same time, on this, there is the sky and the universe with the stars. So we have this topic and this theme of being grounded and embodying this, not being out there just into the mind space or even out of the mind, somewhere up there, but be really here and now, present, mindful, but at the same time allowing this and again, I'm called to say higher wisdom and deeper wisdom, right? As above, so below, both. That's amazing. That's beautiful, because once you are able to receive from both sides without judgment, uh, well, the union is powerful. And once again, at the end, we have this gateway that we have also here. So you are going to step through this threshold, and this threshold is going to transform and to lead into something that you probably neither knew it was possible. We have the unicorn here, something that probably you couldn't even imagine. And that's the quest, that's the hero journey, that's really the quest that is going to be the main topic for you in 2026, who you truly at a soul level are. And that's absolutely, absolutely powerful. And once again, you are assured that you are going to achieve it, because we have the road is clear as one of the last cards in this first in with this deck, and the road is clear. You know what to do. Walk your way. This is absolutely amazing. And once again, we have wisdom also here. So this year is going to be powerful for you. You will have a lot of insights about yourself, a lot of wisdom, a lot of it doesn't feel like a hard work, but of course it's going to take you out of your comfort zone necessarily. If you stay stuck into your comfort zone, you will never be able to really embody your soul and your soul message and purpose. So that's also why we have the obstacle. It's not an obstacle itself. It's just that you need to be flexible and accept change and flow with it, instead of resisting it. But it is going to transform your life. Actually, again, I feel like your life is going to be changed for the best, but as a result, the real transformation is going to happen inside of you, and that's going to transform the idea of who you are totally. This is really, really powerful, guys. This is really beautiful. I'm so excited for you, and I feel like this is the reading and this is the message. And expect a huge, amazing year, and don't be afraid of the insights. Don't be afraid of really stepping into your gifts and in who you are, because this is the time, and everything is aligned. Everything is there is a divine timing, right? So it's really right timing, yeah, divine timing. So it's happening because you're ready. You don't need to fear this, and you don't need to hold back, not anymore. It's the right time and you're ready. So best of luck with this. I'm so excited for you. Welcome to pile number 2 and reading number 2. So let's see. Okay, Fae of Joy, amazing. Transformation, and the Wounded Healer, amazing. Okay. I think that's it. No, okay. Now that's it. Yes. Okay. Amazing. Oh, okay. So the Fae of Joy, Transformation, the Wounded Healer. Then we have the Portal, Fae of Logic, and Discernment. And at the bottom we have the Alpha. So the bottom usually gives me the idea of the overall energy. And so when we have the Alpha, we have, of course, I mean, it's quite obvious, but leadership. We have the embodiment of leadership, of being able to go your own way without waiting for others, without asking others' opinion, permission, or anything, right? You don't need validation. You are able to create your own path, you're able to create your own way. And we have this wolf energy that, of course, it's amazing because we love it. And there is really a lot of inner strength and inner power. What I'm called to say is that usually, especially having this at the bottom, it's a path that is going to lead you there. So 2026 is going to be an amazing year in the sense that it's going to really transform you and allow you to step into your next level self. That in this case, I'm called to say it's going to be about really owning your power and understanding that you can walk your own way, carve your own path, and create your own existence and life. And this is going really, I'm really called to transformation as a card. This is going to be a big year of transformation. And that's amazing because we begin the reading with the Fae of Joy. So I would say that in general, the year is going to be positive in the sense of it's going to be happy and joyful. But we have transformation and the wounded healer. So what this is about? This is about, yes, overall, you're going to be happy in the sense that it's going to be a good year, positive year. But the transformation that is going to happen during this year is going really to help you alchemize your wounds and transform you into the healer. So what is about the wounded healer? Well, it's about those type of people, let's say healers, that are able to heal others because they learned the lessons, because they learned how to alchemize their own wounds, their own wounds and traumas. It's basically the process of going through the traumas, going through the wounds, so that you're able to learn and to alchemize and then bring this healing forward also for other people. It's a type of journey that begins with pain, but then there is a lot of wisdom gained through this. It's basically the transformation of what is perceived as a trauma and transformation into higher wisdom. This is powerful. And again, I don't feel like it's going to be heavy because we begin with the Fae of Joy, that is like to say, yes, this is going to happen, but the wanting is in the past. So the traumas, the wounds are probably already happened during childhood or whatever, but it's gone, it's past. Now we're going to transform it into joy. We're going to transform it into the alchemization, into the positive. So it's going to be a big, huge year when you leave behind the old narratives that don't belong to you anymore and that don't serve you anymore. The old narratives, the old wound, you alchemize it, you transform it, and you step into this new role that is ultimately going to lead you into leadership. So again, once you don't need anymore to ask for permission, to look for validation, you're just yourself. And that's it, period. You don't need others. You are whole in yourself and you lead the way. But leading the way may actually be in relation to, for some of you, of course, at least, in relation to healing, possibly healing others as well. So we have the portal, the Fae of Logic and Discernment, and it feels like this is a threshold. So this is the underlying energy for the year. But what this is actually helping you to step through is a portal. There is something new. It's like a new level of being, a new, I don't want to say this. It's not really a lesson. It's a new cycle, a new cycle. That's the word I was looking for. It's going to lead you to a new cycle. And I love that we have logic and discernment. So if you want to be a leader, or if you want to really own your power and embodying your power, possibly even direct this to heal others, there is a level of discernment and owning your own thoughts, the understanding and being able to control your own thoughts and control your own reactions to the situations, but also discerning what is yours, what is not yours, what others are imposing onto you, and what is actually what you want. There is a level of really understanding who you are, what you want, what is yours, what is not yours. And that's also probably why I was really called to talk about the traumas and the ones in the past. Maybe these ones were not yours. Maybe these ones were, or these traumas or these conditionings were actually imposed, uh, possibly by your family, but I feel like also ancestral is coming through, possibly where ancestral traumas, ancestral cycles. And that's where you're able to break that cycle and step into the newest cycle. Now makes sense what I was talking about before. You're able to step into a new cycle that is going to bring this renewed energy where you're not anymore influenced by old karma, old kind of ties, if it makes sense. And you really break free, right? You break free, and that's why this card was really calling to me since the beginning, because usually I read the bottom card at the end. Instead, I was feeling really called to read it at the beginning, and that's why, because you are going to break free this alpha energy, this leadership, this energy of being really into your self-sovereignty. It's really powerful, and I feel like it's very aligned also with the fire horse. And so you're going to step into a new cycle where you are sovereign of your own thoughts, of your own mind. So if someone is trying to conditioning you and to say who you need to be, you are able now to put clear boundaries and to say, no, this is not me. You're not necessarily, hopefully, you're not going to fall back into the old conditioning and patterns that were imposed onto you. This is absolutely powerful. Let's see. Whoa, really? All of them? Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups. I mean, the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, achieving all of all that you want, all your manifestations. So it's really a good card. It's beautiful. But not only, you have it together with the High Priestess and the Empress. So what is this about? So first of all, with the Empress and the High Priestess, we have feminine energy. When it's again, this is not gender specific. The feminine energy is the energy that receives, that surrender, but not because she's weak, but because she flows and she understands, especially with the High Priestess. She understands the law of the universe and allows universe to co-create. She co-creates with the universe, not by forcing, but by surrendering, by flowing. There is a deeper wisdom with the moon and intuition, but she also holds she knows the laws of the universe. Yeah. So there is a lot of wisdom. There is this energy of flowing and allowing things to happen instead of resisting them. But with the Empress, we have this also to another level. The Empress creates. The Empress, she's nurturing for herself. She creates her surroundings. She is in her Venusian energy. And she creates what she wants, what she desires. And she's extremely magnetic because of this. This is the other side of the feminine energy. It's about attracting and not chasing. It's about magnetizing in and calling in the things that you desire without having to push forward and chase and work harder, right? That's the masculine side. So you're going to achieve your success and fulfill your desires, having your wishes granted exactly by stepping into this energy. Okay, we have, oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. With the Page of Wands, we have a sort of new beginning in terms of projects, new ideas, but in a way that is passionate, in a way that is actually aligning with your own passions and what lights you up. And with the Page of Pentacles, um, so 2 pages. Okay, it's really something new that is beginning. With the Wands, we have this fire. So once again, projects and passions, actions as well. It's kind of the energy of the adventurer, the explorer. With the Page of Pentacles, we have something that is more grounded. It's something solid that is being offered, that is beginning, and this may be related to, I mean, for example, it doesn't have to be, for example, it could be a new job opportunity or whatever that is grounded, a new house, a new even relationship. I mean, something that is achievable in the 3D. So something new beginning. I feel like these new beginnings are related to the leadership, like owning your power and not allowing others to influence you, and this new cycle. But I feel like also this new cycle is really when you're able to discern and to operate from a new level. So once again, with this feminine energy, with this magnetizing, like it feels like if you're able during this year to flip the script, to step into new era where you create, co-create, and flow in another way that you were not able to probably before. It's really beautiful. It's a bit messy. A lot of cards want to come out. Okay. Oh, we have the Lovers. We have the Lovers. Could be about relationships. And that's fun because before I wanted to say also relationships. It's not usually, I mean, it can be absolutely also with the Pentacles, but it's not exactly what I was expecting. But I was feeling called to say that. Okay, that's interesting. We have the Eight of Swords, so where there is something that we couldn't see before, something that was keeping us stuck and trapped. And okay, so that's why this way of logic and discernment are really important. Okay, because probably previously could be now, could be at the beginning of 2026, could be during 2025, right? Whatever. But previously, you were likely to be and to feel kind of stuck, where your thoughts were creating a reality that you didn't want, but you didn't realize it because you were not in control of your own thoughts. You were not understanding that actually all the limits and problems were your own creation, in a sense, that you were focusing on those without understanding that you could alchemize those, or that you can break free from those. And it's really a matter of discernment and refining your own mental process and mental space. And with Death and Devil, this is freedom. This is as I before at the beginning of the reading, I was talking about this cycle, breaking, this cycle ending. And this is it. This is the transformation, the ending with the death, and a huge transformation, important transformation of this cycle that I was talking about with the Eight of Swords. And with the Devil card, this was the thing, our blind spot. This was the thing that we were not able to see before. And we also have the Two of Swords. This is also this energy of being blinded, surrounded by swords. And there is something that was really keeping us stuck, holding us back. And with the swords, this is related to the mind space. This is related to the thoughts, to the conditioning, to the patterns, to the, for example, expectations, worries. And this is going to be transformed because you have the Death card. There is this new beginning, this new cycle. And I feel like during this year, you will be really able to see, for example, if there is something residual from this cycle, from this energy, you will be able to see it and transform it and alchemize it. And again, it doesn't feel heavy. especially with the Fae of Joy at the very beginning, it doesn't feel like a heavy process. It feels like something that will happen naturally, and it will be able, you will be able, will this energy will allow you to break free and to, yeah, to take off the blindfold from your eyes and actually holding your own power and understanding that this cycle is done. You don't need it anymore. You don't need to, whatever these swords represent for you in your life, you don't need that anymore. And again, I don't know why before I was talking about ancestral aspect, but that what was coming through and is coming through again. So there could be something ancestral, something that has been into your own family for quite a long time. And this is with the Six of Wands, so you are assured success and victory. There is also an energy of visibility, right? And celebration with the Six of Wands. So, for example, this is just an example, it doesn't have to be for everybody. But if you've been always afraid of being seen or visibility, if you've been afraid of being your true self because, for example, all these thoughts and worries and conditioning and whatever were holding you back, this is the year where when you break free from those and you step into your authentic self and you don't care anymore. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, you're a sure victory. So this is really beautiful. I feel like this is the reading and I'm not supposed to say anything else. But I just want to say that you have joy, Nine of Cups, and this beautiful energy also with the Empress and the High Priestess, the Six of Wands. So you are assured success and you're assured that new things are coming. There is the new beginning. It's really important, though, that during the year you are aware of this process that is going to likely be underneath process that is going to happen, likely in your internals, like in your inner world. And of course, for sure, it's going to show up into your life. Uh, I feel like, especially through relationships, is going to show up your patterns, is going to show up this deeper wounding. But the important thing is that you focus on how you can transform this energy and make it work for you with the wounded healer. How can you flip the script? This is powerful. This is beautiful, and it's going to be a very I feel like this is special year because when we have this deep transformation and this freedom that comes through, it's going to be really transformational, really important. Okay, so I'm excited for you and best of luck with this. It feels like very important, but again, this is going to happen throughout the year, so it's not necessarily, that you have to worry about it at the beginning. At the end, it's going to be probably the underlying energy, the underlying process that is going to happen during the year. But also, yeah, with the lovers at the bottom, it's going to be relationships, relating to others is going to be important because they mirror us, right? And that's also why discernment is very important, because others and relationships mirror us. So it's really important that you understand the patterns, the roots of your behaviors, of your thoughts, and you work on those. But again, you're assured success and new beginnings. So it's amazing, and I'm going to move to the next reading. Welcome to the pile number 3, reading number 3. Okay, so let's see. Here's the message. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. I was wondering when I was, because I did, like I couldn't know the readings, and I was wondering why I was so cold to pick the rose quartz, because that is associated with the heart space and especially with love. And I love that we have the sacred union here, because of course I cannot make these things up. I didn't even know which type of crystal, so I was just doing it intuitively, and I love this. Okay, we're done now. Yes, we're done now. Okay, so let's see. So we have the Ice Queen. Ideas preserve, non-action, entitlement. We have Gaia's Garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow, and sacred union, partnership, romance. And then we have the keeper of the scales, fairness, balance. And last, the arrow master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. And at the bottom, we have the ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. Okay, so the beginning of the year may feel a bit slow, and that's okay because it's where the seeds are growing their roots. They are growing beneath the surface. During winter, yeah, until spring, this is really likely that your year will be kind of slow. And slow, it's not bad. It's actually good. It's a moment for resting. It's a moment to take the time to reorganize, resetting, do your shadow work, do your organization for the year, set your intentions, right? But it feels like it's a moment of resting, of non-action, of waiting, and that's perfectly fine. So if you feel like you want everything, because I don't know, for example, many times we prepare our vision boards and we want it all immediately. No, you need to have patience and to allow the winter to do its job. And I'm called to the owl, so there could be some wisdom. So take the time to rest, to go inward, to look inside of yourself and to see if there is anything that wants to come through, messages, communication, wisdom about yourself. It's a moment to, I don't know why before I was saying shadow work. So it's a moment to really get ready. Okay, get ready. Because when spring comes, for you guys who picked the pile number 3, it's going to happen something really, really nice. We have fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. So it's really the moment, and yeah, there is this spring, summer energy. There is something that is coming, something that is leading you to abundance, and yeah, reaping what you sow. So it feels like during winter, something is moving below the surface, something that you don't see, but it's in action. It feels like the manifestations that you put in motion during 2025 are working, but you are not able to see them yet because they are not in the 3D, they are not into fruition yet, but they are coming. They are coming. So keep going. Okay, be patient because when you're talking about earthly matters, feels like the pentacles energy, like when we want them to fruition, it takes time because the 3D is low, and that's fine. It's where you understand and learn to wait for the things, but they are coming. They are coming. You have abundance. What you have planted and the seeds you've planted in before. So it could be during 2025, it could be now at the end of the year. It's coming. Abundance is coming, and all these beautiful things. We have this lashy energy. It's coming. We have these cornucopias. So again, abundance, and reaping the rewards, reaping what you sow. And then we have the sacred union, partnership, and romance. I mean, how beautiful this can be. We have these. Well, I mean, do I need to say it? Secret union. It's quite clear, I think, right? So if you've been trying to manifest abundance and love maybe for a while, this is coming. This is coming. 2026 is going to be the year where you are receiving things, and that's amazing. And we have the keeper of the scales. So balance, but it's also when justice is restored. Things are and I'm called again to the crop. So once again, abundance, but it's an abundance that is deserved. It's an abundance that is in to alignment with you, with your life. Now that you probably, so manifestations come through, especially once you are able to be in alignment with yourself, right? If you operate from an ego place of just greed, I'm not saying that you cannot manifest, because you can, but it's not going to be in balance. Instead, if you operate from an aligned place where you manifest from your soul and you are able to flow with the universe, that I feel like this is the type of person you are, um, things are going to be balanced. So justice, so the things that you've been given will be returned in alignment. In alignment, there is a sort of energy of giving and receiving, right? So it's really beautiful. And we have the Arrow Master. So for me, the Arrow Master, for me, this card is really talking about manifestation, because we have the importance of being focused, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. This is really, to me, 100% talking about manifestation. Every time I see this card, to me, it's manifestation, because it's reminding us the importance of being focused, setting the intention, sending the arrow, right? Because this is what he's doing. And allow the arrow to hit the mark with detachment. It's not about forcing it, it's just about setting the intention in a way that is so clear that it's going to happen. And this is interesting because we also have at the bottom discernment, clear vision, details. So it's very important that right now, during this winter, in this moment, you are really focused on clearly what you want. Once again, not from an ego space, but from your soul, from what is really in alignment with you. What is that you really want? What is the thing that is really going to bring happiness, not just for a month, but for your life? And once you're clear on this, and that's probably why you may need in this moment of winter, in this winter space, to get really clear and look inside so that you can get this wisdom. Once you are in that space and you really get clarity, set in motion the intention, set the intention and put in motion the energy, focus on what you want, and then detach, let go. Trust that the universe is going to bring this forward. This is really beautiful for two reasons, because one, you are, I mean, as I was saying before, you're going to reap their words. So 2026 is going to be a very potent year for you about this. Abundance, love, things that you set in motion are going to come to fruition. But at the same time, it's important also that you learn how to master the manifestation process itself, because this is going to put you in a position when you are even more in alignment, even more in balance, where you don't want more than what is really in alignment with you, because you step into this energy of giving and receiving and flowing with these universal laws, when you understand that the more you give, the more you receive. And there is this exchange with the partnership, with the relationships in general, that is refined, that is divine, this is sacred, and this is really beautiful. But I really feel called to stress once more the importance of manifestation for this year that is coming forward, because with this card here, with this balance and giving and receiving energy, that is once again talking to me. I mean, the heart space is the chakra that rules. I don't really like this word, but let's say rules. Um, the giving and receiving, right? So if you want partnership, if you want relationships, if you want abundance, because they are both, like, both abundance and partnership are related to the heart space, because it's the place that um, I don't like the word rules. Okay, let's use it, because in this moment, for lack of better words, let's say the heart space is the chakra that rules giving and receiving. So it's really important that you take the time right now to work on your heart space. And I mean, the rose quartz, right? It's I can't make this up. And it's really important that you understand if there is a residual energy, karmic energy, for example, around your heart space, around your relationships, around your abundance. It's the moment to do your shadow work now, as soon as possible. It's the moment to really sit down and understand if there is any residual energy, karmic energy, in relation to giving and receiving. It's important that you clear that out. And that you step into your master manifestor, because that is the thing once you step into this role, into this energy, the manifestation will come through. They will come through. But it's a moment also to, right now, it's the moment to set this in motion. Okay. And I was saying this also because of this card, discernment, clear vision, details. So if you put these two together with this one, right? You need discernment, you need clear vision and details so that you can really be focused on the intention you want, so that you can hit the mark with detachment. And the underneath energy that you need to manifest is alignment. So we have more than one topic and theme here, but if you think about it, it's all related to the manifestations and the life that you want. And so it's all related to giving and receiving and this heart space. Okay. I feel close to this deck. That is really not what I would expect for this reading. So let's see. Oh, what was that? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, absolutely. 100% what I was saying. Amazing. So we have Oshun, sweet success. I mean, this is about abundance. This is about success. This is about you're going to hit the mark. You're going to have success. You're going to reap the rewards. You're going to manifest your partner, sacred partnership. What you want, right? Success in your manifestations, in this abundance. But you need to face your shadows. You need to do your shadow work. I'm sorry to say this. You need to do your shadow work. You need to go deep inside. With Lilith, there is also an energy of being authentic. I know that many people will be like, why? But Lilith didn't bow. She didn't accept what the others were telling her to be and to do and to be the good girl. She was just herself. And if you want success, if you want to step into your era where you just get yourself what you deserve and what you want, you need also to be able to accept your own quote unquote villain era, to accept, to step into your villain era, right? But it's not villain, it's just about being authentic with who you are. The way others perceive you, it's not on you. It's not your responsibility. If the others are just all of a sudden you don't meet their expectations anymore, it's their problem. And with Amaterasu, we have no more hiding. So once again, it's about embracing your authenticity so that you can embody your success. This is going to be really important because only once you are in alignment with yourself and you are balanced in terms of also giving and receiving with others. It's, for example, if you've been a people pleaser for a long time, this is the moment to step out of that and to be authentic so that you can attract people that are aligned with you. Otherwise, it's difficult to manifest a partner that is really the one, right? So the right one. And we also have Persephone, new beginnings at the bottom. So you are assured success. It's really important that you work on these things right now or as soon as possible. And it could be a major topic during the year, working around giving and receiving. But you have extremely beautiful and positive cards that assure you that you're going to do it. I mean, abundance, love, your manifestations, it's really going to be one of the main aspects of this year where you probably learn to surrender a little bit, to flow and to accept so that you can receive more. For some of you, having boundaries is going to be important. Yeah, I'm really drawn to shadow work with Lilith as well. It's going to be important. The point is that what many people miss is that in order to have the manifestations, you need to do the shadow work before. People want to manifest without embracing their true self, without embracing their own shadows. And then they, complain that their manifestations are not coming through. But it's kind of obvious because if you are not whole, if you repress the side of you that is asking for love and you don't give love to yourself fully, you're not able to attract a partner that is really going to love you fully. It's just how things work. So it's really important that you work on this right now. And yeah, you are a sure success. So good things are coming, abundance, love, everything. You just need to work on these aspects so that you can actually be the person who is able to receive those. But in general, the energy is really good, is really positive and really powerful. I feel like that's the reading. I feel like that's it. Okay, let's see, maybe one last card here. Okay, okay, fine. The Night Queen. So the Night Queen, of course, is the embodiment of the queen. She is the queen, but she's the queen of the night. She's the queen of these aspects of ourselves that if we mirror this into the inner world, these aspects of ourselves that feel more shadowy, that feel more repressed. But what are the shadows? Are just aspects of ourselves that have been repressed, judged, and deemed as not acceptable by society or family. This is not real. And you really need to step into your sovereignty, into your self-sovereign era. I mean, we have Lilith, we have Persephone, the dark goddesses, right? So the goddesses that are pushed in the underworld, they actually hold a lot of power, really a lot of power, and they teach you to step into the unconditional love. That is what many people miss. And the Night Queen, it's the queen of the night, it's the queen of the darkness. She embodies sovereignty. So we have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful theme that is coming through for you in 2026, where you're able to step into your self-sovereign energy and yeah, really embracing your shadows, really stepping to your power. And that's what is going to working with manifestation, embracing this energy, embracing the wholeness of yourself. You're going to be into your really successful and magnetic era where everything is just going to come to fruition. And yeah, yeah, this feels really good, really beautiful. I love this feeling. Yeah, I mean, shadow work and manifestation are among my favorite topics, so it's amazing. Um, yeah, so best of luck with this. This is amazing. This is beautiful, and I'm sure you will have a very beautiful and positive year. So this was the last reading. So this is done. This is finished, and thanks for watching. Feel free to give me a like and to comment below, and see you next time.